Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 20.6K subs. So keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promo, especially with DraftKings. Bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets. Go ahead and take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today. Opening up with a doubleheader between the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Cardinals plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 13-15. Detroit 16-12. Pitching for the Cardinals is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.35. Pitching for Detroit is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.91. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Flaherty, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a Mets loss. Detroit coming off back-to-back Royals wins. Gibson's coming off 2 good starts on the mound here. Flaherty coming off some, rougher starts here. Detroit, St. Louis, they've had their struggles against Detroit. 2-6 against Detroit here. Gibson's definitely been better in head-to-head in the last 2 over Flaherty here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Cardinals plus 1.5 on the road in game 1. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Detroit Tigers for game 2. Detroit opening up as home favorites at minus 115. The Cardinals minus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 13-15. Detroit 16-12. Pitching for the Cardinals is Steven Matz with an ERA of 5.55. Pitching for the Tigers is Matt Manning with an ERA of 2.92. Matt, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Manning, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a Mets loss. Yeah, all the numbers are the same for a back-to-back here. Just going to come down pretty much to pitching. Matt's coming off a 7-5 run game here. Manning coming off a 4. His other start prior gave up 0 runs here, but yeah, Matz hasn't really been good on the mound here, and I think I'm gonna lean with Detroit money line in game 2. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Baltimore Orioles. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 130. Baltimore plus 100 with the over/under at 9. Yankees coming into this matchup 19-11. Baltimore 18-10. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 3.50. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 4.61. Cortez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. The Yankees losing to Baltimore yesterday 2-0. Nice little shutout for Baltimore. Yankees are just 1-5 against Baltimore, so they've really struggled head-to-head here. And yeah, getting underdog value at home after a shutout yesterday. Pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. Yeah, I'll take a shot with Baltimore plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Miami Marlins. Marlins opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Rockies plus 120 with the over/under at 8. Rockies coming into this matchup 7-21. The Marlins 6-24. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.68. Pitching for the Marlins is Sixto Sanchez with an ERA of 7.20. Feltner, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Colorado on a 2-game losing streak coming off back-to-back Houston losses. And then Miami, they're on a 7-game losing streak, getting swept 4-0 by Washington. This Miami team is just very bad. The Rockies are 5-2 against the Marlins here. Yeah, there's not much confidence in the Marlins. They are very bad. It is a horrible matchup here, but I'd much rather take a shot with the plus money with the Rockies here. And yeah, we'll take the Rockies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -140. The Royals plus 120 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 17-13. Toronto 15-15. Pitching for the Royals is Cole Ragans with an ERA of 3.90. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 1.23. Ragans, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Royals on a 3-game losing streak, losing a tough one yesterday against Toronto, 6-5. The Royals 0-7 on the road against Toronto. They just haven't been able to win against Toronto on the road here. Kept it really close yesterday. Barrios has been great on the mound, only giving up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Ragans has been fine. He had that 7-run game against Baltimore, but his other starts have been really good here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave with Toronto here. Just the Royals haven't had success on the road in Toronto. Barrios has been great. I think I'm going to lean with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -125. The Cubs plus 110 with the over-under at 7. Cubs coming into this matchup 18-11. The Mets 14-14. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 2.00. Pitching for the Mets is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.33. Assad, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Manaea, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Cubs beating the Mets yesterday 3-1. Nice win for the Cubs coming off that bad Boston series. They are 8-3 against the Mets here, so they actually have been good against the Mets. Assad's been very good on the mound for the Cubs. Manaea coming off a 0-run game. He's had 2 good starts in a row here. But yeah, I guess maybe the Cubs are going to play well in this series, especially after last game. Underdogs here. I do like Assad on the mound. I'll take a shot with the Cubs plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Boston Red Sox. Giants opening up as road favorites at -130. Boston plus 110 with the over-under at 8. Giants coming into this matchup 14-15. Boston 16-13. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 2.33. Pitching for Boston is Cooper Criswell with an ERA of 2.38. Webb, his last start, he's coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. Criswell, he's also coming off a 0-run game. Giants coming off a Pittsburgh win. Boston coming off back-to-back Cubs wins. The overs hit in Boston's 5 of their last 6 at home against San Francisco. I think they're good dogs today. Both pitchers not giving up much runs. And I'll take a shot with the Red Sox plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at -180. The White Sox plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Twins coming into this matchup 15-13. The White Sox 6-23. Pitching for the Twins is Simeon Woods Richardson with an ERA of 2.45. Pitching for the White Sox is Michael Soroka with an ERA of 6.83. Richardson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Soroka, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Minnesota, they're 9-1 in their last 10. They're on an 8-game winning streak right now, beating the White Sox in a close one yesterday, 3-2. But they are 6-0 against the White Sox, 5-1 on the road against the White Sox here. Yeah, riding this hot streak here, and we're going to take the Twins on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -180. The Rays +140 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 14-16. The Brewers 17-11. Pitching for the Rays is Tyler Alexander with an ERA of 4.74. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 3.18. Alexander, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off a Brewers win yesterday, 1-0. After getting shut out by the White Sox, win a 1-0 Brewers game. Kind of a weird game yesterday. Tampa Bay is just 1-4 on the road, 4-8 against the Brewers here. I will see if Tampa Bay can win back-to-back here, which they haven't really done in a while. So I like the Brewers on a bounce back. Weird game yesterday. Give me the Brewers at home. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -145. Washington +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 14-14. The Rangers 15-14. Pitching for the Nationals is Mackenzie Gore with an ERA of 3.12. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 2.55. Gore, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Washington on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a Miami win, or a 4-game Miami sweep. Rangers coming off a Reds win. Washington, they're playing well right now, 5-0 on the road, 4-2 against the Rangers. They've gotten 4 straight underdog wins here. Pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say here, and I'm gonna take a shot with the Nationals plus 1.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -170. The Guardians +140 with the over-under at 9. Guardians coming into this matchup 19-9. Houston 9-19. Pitching for the Guardians is Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 4.63. Pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 9.68. Carrasco, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Brown, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Cleveland coming off an Atlanta loss. Houston coming off back-to-back Rockies wins. Cleveland, crazy. They're 0-5 on the road against Houston. 1-4 against Houston. They have not been good against Houston. But to be fair, Houston's been very bad this season. So this is a much different Houston team here. And Brown hasn't really been good on the mound for the Astros. He's given up a lot of runs here. Yeah, I think I'll take a shot with the Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Los Angeles Angels. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -145. The Angels +120 with the over-under at 9. Phillies coming into this matchup 19-11. The Angels 11-18. Pitching for the Phillies is Spencer Turnbull with an ERA of 1.33. Pitching for the Angels is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 1.78. Turnbull, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Anderson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Phillies coming off a tough loss yesterday against the Angels 6-5. Crazy. The Phillies are 0-8 on the road against the Angels. Just an insane stat with how good the Phillies are playing and that they can't win in LA. Really had the game yesterday and kind of sold it in the end. Turnbull's been good on the mound here. I think Phillies bounce back here. They're more than capable of beating LA on the road. I'm not going to buy it. I think they get it done today. Give me the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus Seattle Mariners. Braves opening up as road favorites at -130. The The Mariners plus 110 with the over-under at 7. Braves coming into this matchup 19-8. Seattle 16-13. Pitching for the Braves is Reynaldo Lopez with an ERA of 0.72. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 4.15. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Atlanta coming off a Seattle loss yesterday. Nice underdog win for the Mariners. Braves are just 1-5 on the road against Seattle. 4-10 against Seattle. They really struggled against the Mariners here. Both pitchers playing pretty well. Lopez been very good on the mound. It's only given up 1 run in 3 starts here. I still like the Mariners here. They're getting good plus money at home, where the Braves have struggled. Lopez has been good here, but yeah, Castillo's been decent here in his last few. I'll take a shot with the Mariners plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 145. The Reds plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Reds coming into this matchup 16-13. The Padres 14-18. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Martinez with an ERA of 5.48. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 4.18. Martinez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Back-to-back games, he's given up 5 runs here. So some rough starts for Martinez. Darvish, he's coming off a 3-run game. He hasn't been good on the mound either. The Reds did beat the Padres yesterday 5-2. Nice win for Cincinnati here. Even though the Reds are just 2-10 on the road against the Padres, both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. So I think the over is a good play here. And I think I'll take a shot with the Reds plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers opening up as slight road favorites at minus 115. Arizona minus 105 with the over-under at 9.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 19-12. Arizona 13-17. Pitching for the Dodgers is Landon Knack with an ERA of 3.27. Pitching for Arizona is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 2.08. Knack, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Dodgers beating Arizona yesterday 8-4. Nice win for the Dodgers. Arizona has been a bit of a struggle here, 1-4 in their last 5. Dodgers 6-1 on the road, where they've been very good. 6-3 against Arizona, so they've been very good against the Diamondbacks here. Knack's been good in his 2 starts. He's given up 2 runs in each game here. Big win yesterday. Dodgers playing well. I'm gonna lean with the Dodgers on the road in this one. In the last matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Oakland Athletics. Pirates opening up as road favorites at minus 130. Oakland plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 14-16. Oakland 13-17. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 5.14. Pitching for Oakland is Alex Wood with an ERA of 6.59. Keller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Wood, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Oakland beating Pittsburgh yesterday 5-1. They're 4-1 in their last 5. A nice little week for Oakland here. Pittsburgh, they're just 3-7 on the road against Oakland. 7-13 against Oakland. They've had their struggles against the A's here. Keller coming off back-to-back 4-run games. Yeah, I think Oakland's a good play at home. I thought Pirates get them, but Oakland's still playing well. I'll take a shot with Oakland plus 1.5 at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.